Good morning, chat. Absolutely Sunday good morning. Good afternoon for those on the East Coast and in Europe. And good evening to those in Asia. We need to get some stretching underway. The body, it's struggling. The arms, they're frozen in place. It's it's overdue, you know. And all of us need to stretch. We all could benefit every day. Look at this, my jaw even stretching. Ah, especially breathing out into those stretches. That's wonderful. Oh, yeah, let's think about a plan we can use here. Let's think about a plan. Interesting, my task set up there. Let's let's put our YouTube policy checks on hold for this morning, and let's just go ahead and identify the parts of your body that are feeling the most discomfort. Just one or two places. Enough for us to begin a pathway forward um, on healing. And maybe we can just choose to constrain our time when we sit down for that workout. Let's let's choose to stretch. I mean, there's a finite number of stretches we can think of doing. Let's run through our routine of stretches. Let's run through a routine of maybe constraint to 3. Let's just do 3 stretches today. Or maybe that might even be biting off more than we can chew. We'll try, and maybe we'll make it through. Yeah, we'll run through a routine. Just give yourself a chance. Make a plan. Run through a routine of 3 stretches. Not the biggest deal. You can do that. You can do 3 stretches. Identify those parts that are feeling the most discomfort. And then choose 3 stretches. Choose 3 stretches. One for each area. Let's identify 3 parts of the body. The key to successful long-term stretching and getting the gains in stretching, to getting your motion and kind of the range of motion, getting the flexibility in those places. It comes from repeatedly using those areas. And when they compound together and freeze up, releasing them and opening them requires opening all of those separate parts of the body at the same time. Like a flower unfolding many petals, unfolding in parallel. Um, like when a flower blooms. And those separate petals, they all move in tandem. Here, yeah, take a look at this. This is what I mean. Where all of the separate parts of the flower move in parallel. You can see here, look, it's not just one petal. Look here, the outer petals move first, and then layers of inner petals are able to move, but it requires the motion of those outer pieces first. Look, here again. And even the inner pieces, they want to move so badly to be in place, to find their natural form. And we can be like blossoming flowers. Um, that really reinforces that we don't want to identify too many places, but the places we want to identify are outer parts. So for me, that's going to look like probably shoulders coming out, the lower back coming forward, and hips opening up. These are the macroscopic pieces of my body: the top, the shoulders, the middle, the hips, and the bottom, the knees. We'll choose 3 stretches, 1 for each area here, and then we'll run through that routine of 3 stretches. And for each stretch, depending on the stretch, we'll choose the number of repetitions. But the focus here is on slowness and deliberateness. Where could we start by identifying those parts of the body? Let's take musculature, the human body. Let's see here. Is there a way? Maybe we can find an interactive model. Oh, this will do as well, though. Here we are. Here we are. All right. All right. Let's take a look here. Where am I gonna be on this nonsense? I'm having real issues with the deltoids and the and behind the deltoid here, the trapezius. A bunch of my fascia is probably out of place here, but the deltoids, the rhomboids, teres major. Oh man, yeah, my teres major might be completely collapsed. The teres major rhomboid deltoid complexity. Yeah, let's just get right into ChatGPT for that. I've sat at a computer desk for a long time, and my shoulder of my mouse arm is in bad condition and unable to lift weight or move with much flexibility. Period. The affected areas are as a result of sitting at the desk. So the rhomboid, the deltoid, the rear deltoid, and the teres major. The trapezius and the teres major and the tricep are compensating for the damaged component, period. What's the best way to approach realignment and reactivation of the joint? Okay, that's asking a lot. Like a lot. ChatGPT, our local massage therapist. Thank you, Chat. Okay, the immediate pain and inflammation management. I want to confirm when the human tissues or animal tissues are injured, reducing the stress to the area allows natural healing cycles to take place, which realigns to the best of the body's ability. My injury was followed by a lot of rest, but my ergonomic adjustments weren't good. Let's see here. Adjust the desk and chair heights so your forearm is parallel to the floor. Oh, it wants us to get good desk alignment. Now that's not going to fix this either. We're collapsed here. We're going to address these muscle imbalances. Stretch the tight muscles. Use the upper trapezius stretch. Gently tilt your head to the opposite side and hold for 20 to 30 seconds. Cross your arm across your chest and use the other hand to pull it closer. Place your forearm on a doorway, step forward, and open the chest using a pectoral stretch. Wow, yeah, pectoral stretch can confirm. Okay, let's add that to our list of pectoral stretch. I can confirm that feels good to me. If there's recommendations in the search that are matching your needs, that's what you're looking for here. Let's get that in. Maybe we'll choose a nice green color here for this, and just say we'll do pectoral stretch. What else we got here? The font might be a little big here. Self-massage or foam rolling, targeting the trapezius, deltoid, and teres major to release the tension. Yeah. I've got the foam rollers. We're using rollers, people. You know, this might work. With enough dedication and focus, maybe together we can rebuild our bodies. Even small parts of them, just to lift a little discomfort from the day-to-day. This could work. Okay, let's see here. Let's keep getting these recommendations. Let's do a foam roll across the trapezius, deltoid, and teres major. And now the strengthening exercises. Yeah, this seems trustworthy to me. My massage therapists in the past have described stretching tight muscles and strengthening and reactivating the weak side. Scapular retractions. Sit or stand with good posture. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Hold for 3 seconds. Oh, that does sound good. Oh boy, these are some basics, but I think we can all appreciate how these would make a big difference. External rotate. Let's get that right. Scapular rotations. Just give me a second here. Scapular retraction, sure. Okay, yeah, okay. This is a little complicated, but up, down, in, out, Upward rotation, downward. Oh, wow. I see. I see. Yeah, let's add scapular retraction to the list here. Since things behind us, yeah. Oh, yeah, the areas, right, all right. Let's do pecs, I'm just going to call it the back, but really I'm talking about largely the upper back. We'll come to the hips. I know hips are going to be important for me. And let's pick those stretches. We'll do a pectoral stretch. We'll roll a little bit. Then we'll conduct the scapular retraction. External rotations, light resistance band with your elbow bent at 90 degrees and tucked against your side. Rotate your forearm outward. Oh, yeah, that's probably correct. Oh, man. Take a look at these. Yeah, you see that? You ever see someone do this at the gym? It takes a lot of effort just to swallow it and relax and do that. just do it. Look how ripped these guys are doing these these incredible simple exercises. Yeah, and it can be done free weight or it can be done with a band. I think a resistance band is going to be the most effective. Or laying on your back, I think. Lying down, yeah, exactly. External rotations while lying on your back seems really effective. Here's an external rotation as well. Hip external rotation. That's kind of what I'm looking for at the hip level as well. Yeah, let's call scapular retraction external rotation. Yeah, maybe it'll be 4 stretches in total. I mean, these are exercises, honestly, at this point. We're doing retraction external rotation. 2 stretches, 2 strengtheners. Yeah, 2 stretches, 2 strengtheners. Yeah. Yeah, right? Two, we'll do pecs, upper back, and the hips. Stretch and strengthening for each. Pectoral stretch and scapular retraction. Trapezius deltoid teres major stretch with rolling and an external rotation. I mean, we can add more. We will. We'll change the things we choose to do. You know, that's always the way we go here. That's the 2-step, the great oscillation between one thing and another that creates motion. It's when one foot steps in front or behind the other that the body is moved. It's when one cell divides that they push each other away. It is so beautiful that we can step in one direction and the other. Let's just get to those hips. Shoulder circles, can only agree with this. Yeah, absolutely. Pendulum swings. Bend over slightly, letting your arm dangle freely and gently swing in small circles. Yeah, that's a great idea. Aw, dang. We'll come back to this chat to expand. Today is just a small effort where we get started. The key to success is taking small steps. So we're taking small steps. Gradual load progression. Yeah, take it easy. Okay. Let's let's target the hips, which are holding the stiff back in place. Again, I just want to target a large number of macroscopic places in the body so that we can loosen them together more safely. The hip flexors, probably. Yeah, the hip flexors and the adductors. Let's just take a look at the body here. The flexors and the adductors. I know which ones are tight for me. Let's take a look. Gluteus medius, tensor fasciae. Semimembranous fudge sickles. These are complicated words. Holy cannolis. Gastrocnemius. I mean, I feel the tightness ultimately down here. And I believe it comes from the flexors. Let's talk again. Hip flexors, glutes, hamstrings. Here, I'll just get some images. Ah, yeah, it's my hip flexor, absolutely. Super tight, driven in. And I believe it's driven by the tightness up further up the hip. Just take a look here. There's the quad, the super tight quad. The hamstrings here as well. The abductors and the piriformis here. Let's just take a close look. Yeah, the adductors are pulling the legs inwards here, and I'm having an issue where my knees are knocking together. So primarily the adductor, I mean everything is tight together as we know. So we pick our battles. We try to choose a small amount to address here. But some amount of adductor stretching, that would be appropriate. Okay, tell me more. The lunge stretch. The 90-90 hip stretches. Repeat 2 to 3 times. Man, we could be doing 90-90s. Lie on your back with your knees bent. Cross one ankle over the opposite thigh. Oh, the glutes of the crossed leg, yeah. Oh, boy, we need every part of this at the same time. So I can see how larger workouts are pulling out of this, but I just want to take one. I just want to feel good today. And that's what we all deserve, is just to feel a little bit better today. Let's see, figure 4 stretch. The glute and piriformis stretch, I see. Adductor rock backs. And then the strengthening exercises, the glute bridge, clamshells, side lying lifts, lateral band walks, quadruped fire hydrants, interesting. Hands and knees, lift one leg out. Oh, I used to do these at the gym. I didn't call them quadruped fire hydrants, though. Peeing on the fire hydrant, I guess, is the illusion there. For hip joint mobility, let's get into that, yeah. Cossack squats might not be great for the knees, I'm not sure. Stand or lie on your back with one leg lifted slightly. Perform slow, controlled circles in both directions. I think hip circles is correct. We could attempt this. Let's do that. The hip circles. for the stretch. That's or for the mobility. And let's do the 90-90 stretch, I think, as the stretch. And the hip circles for strengthening. Okay, well, I'm calling that a plan. I'm calling this a plan. We've identified 3 parts of the body that are feeling the most discomfort. I mean, that was a challenge actually, because every part is hurting, and that's okay if every part is hurting. Everything always hurts. We're struggling here, and we are struggling here. Now that we've chosen those stretches, let's just run through that routine. I'm afraid I don't have a camera set up that will allow us to watch me run through this routine. I'm ready. I'm ready to go, but yeah, maybe we can add that to our task list in the future. We'll talk about running our regular stretch routines in the morning together. I like to stretch. I know it keeps me energetic. It allows me to think with both halves of my brain. And together, stretching can really increase the quality of our lives. So I'm going to make a commitment here to try to show up regularly on a schedule and provide that stretching routine here. I also want to keep providing incentives and guidance to encourage people to listen to their body and to identify those parts that are calling out, that are chemically asking your brain for assistance, and to make us our best assistants in healing. So fantastic work, everybody. Look out for the next stream, where I expect we will be reviewing the YouTube terms of service, so that we can get this party started. I'm aware that the stream is coming out 720p on Twitch right now. Not sure what's up with that. I intend to be streaming at 1080p. I've got a great connection here. 0% frames lost on my end, so we'll look into a resolution increase here as best we can. And until the next clip, likely later today, keep on struggling out there.